Russia tests new invincible nuclear-powered Burevestnik cruise missile, dubbed Skyfall by NATO President Vladimir Putin said on Sunday that Russia has successfully tested its nuclear-powered, nuclear-capable Burevestnik cruise missile and will deploy the weapon, which can pierce any defense shield. Russia's top general, Valery Gerasimov, chief of the General Staff of the Russian Armed Forces, told Putin that the missile was tested on October 21 and it traveled 14,000 kilometers, 8,700 miles, and was in the air for about 15 hours. Russia says the 9M730 Burevestnik, Storm Petrel, dubbed the SSC X-9 Skyfall by NATO, is invincible to current and future missile defenses, with an almost unlimited range and unpredictable flight path. It is a unique wear which nobody else in the world has, said Putin, dressed in camouflage fatigues at a meeting with generals overseeing the war in Ukraine, in remarks released by the Kremlin on Sunday. Putin made the first announcement about the 9M730 Burevestnik in 2018, projecting the weapon as a response to the U.S. moves of building a missile defense shield after Washington in 2001 unilaterally withdrew from the 1972 Anti-Ballistic Missile Treaty and to enlarge the NATO military alliance. Classify the weapon, prepare infrastructure for its deployment. Putin directed Gerasimov to classify the weapon and prepare infrastructure for its deployment. The announcement sends a message that Russia will never bow to pressure from the West over the war in Ukraine as U.S. President Donald Trump takes a tougher stance against Russia to push for a ceasefire. The timing of the missile test and its announcement by Putin in fatigues at a meeting with generals in charge of the Ukraine war sends a signal to the West after Trump has been calling Russia a paper tiger for failing to subdue Ukraine swiftly. Reacting to reports of the Trump administration lifting a key restriction on Ukraine's use of some long-range missiles provided by Western allies, Putin said on Thursday that if Russia was attacked, the response would be very serious, if not overwhelming. Burevestnik missile can defeat any anti-missile defense system. Gerasimov said the Burevestnik missile could defeat any anti-missile defenses. He added that the training launches of Yars and Sinova intercontinental ballistic missiles had been completed along with two Kh-102 air-launched cruise missiles. On Wednesday, Putin oversaw a test of Russia's strategic nuclear forces on land, sea and air to rehearse their readiness and command structure. The modernity of our nuclear deterrent forces is at the highest level, higher than any other nuclear power, he said. The strategic forces are capable of ensuring the national security of the Russian Federation and the Union State in full, Putin added.